right, my people, you're in the place to be. Get ready to sit back and enjoy. We've got a pickup game here with some NBA superstars.
Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Arctic Raptor, and you're watching the player analysis of James Harden of the Houston Rockets. This series is basically going to tell you the strengths and weaknesses of the player and how to best use the player to your advantage. So let's begin. James Harden is a 6'5" guard for the Houston Rockets alongside a beast of a center, Dwight Howard. But we ain't here to talk about Dwight, so let's begin on James. James Harden is ranked at an overall 86, and I think that's total bullshit, because in real life, Harden is a machine. His overall should be at least in the low 90s, well, in my opinion. James Harden's strength includes his deadly three-pointer. Even though his three-point rating is an 80, he shoots like he's Steph Curry. Keep in mind that he is a lefty, and it might throw some people off, but once you get the timing and release perfect, he's a three-point machine. You'll probably see James Harden hit threes all over Michael Jordan in the background footage of this park game I got. If you watch closely, I tend to use James Harden as a shooter, but he can do much more than that. The majority of the points I score are three-pointers and mid-range shots, but that's just the way I use him. It also depends on who the defender is. Since I was going up against Jordan, I didn't want to enter the paint as much as I would if the defender was Kyle Lowry. Just as saying, if my defender was Kevin Love, I wouldn't take James Harden into the paint. Don't get me wrong, James Harden can get to the rim with incredible force in real life, but for me, in this game, Harden fits better as a spot-on shooter. But don't just use him as a shooter. If the shot isn't there, don't force it. It's better to go to the paint because James Harden is a decent, but not the best layup at an 84 and a dunk rating of 73. These may not look like the best stats, but it'll get the job done. Like for example, in my team, I'm not lucky enough to have him yet, but I've seen the opponent's team use James Harden as a machine. I lost a couple games due to James Harden's clutch threes a bunch of times, so you might want to go get there and lock him. James Harden's post game is little to non-existent. I would rarely put him in the low post to take a fadeaway. Not every guard is like MJ and Kobe. MJ has a post fadeaway of like 97, and Kobe also has a high one at about 88 or something like that. Now we look at Harden's offense. Let's look at his physicalness and athleticism. For a 6'5" guard, this dude is pretty quick. He's got a speed rating of 86, stamina of 98, and a quickness rating of 89. And he can run for a longer duration due to his stamina. And quickness is just how fast he is sidestepping and running through the screens and other maneuvers in that nature. Guards tend to have a high rating when it comes to catching the ball, but James Harden's rating is only a 89. It may seem like it's a high, but it's only an 89. Usually, the good guards have like a 98 or higher. His vertical is an 87, which doesn't mean that he has a vertical of 89 inches. It's just his rating out of 100. Vertical leap comes into play when blocking and taking his shot into the hoop, and Harden can get the job done. Now a guard is nothing without a little defense. Now don't accept the guards to block the ball into the stands like Chamberlain, but the guards gotta have a little defense. Harden has a block of 43, which is alright for a guard, but Harden isn't really a blocking kind of guy. You know, Nate Robinson blocking Shaq, that was one hell of a gameplay. His steal on the other hand is an 80, which is good for a guard of his size. See what I did there? Steal, hand, use your hand to steal the ball. Alright, okay. Well, overall, James Harden is an all-around beast and will be a good teammate if you're playing my career, or be a great addition to your my team, if you're lucky to unlock him. There is a way to unlock Sapphire James Harden, which is just a different variant of the Gold James Harden. Basically, you have to play the tournament in single player, and you'll unlock James Harden Sapphire. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's probably a couple more seconds of this gameplay, and I'll see you guys later.